After a long while of operating without a tax policy, the National Treasury has finally forwarded a draft national tax policy to the National Assembly's Finance and Planning Committee, which has begun receiving public views on the document.
The document I know you have perused, you've gone through, and you're hoping to benefit from your expertise and enrich the document.
Among those privileged to appear before the committee in their first sitting was the Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya.
My experience through taxpayer education in the rural areas has been a revenue authority officer walked in, they harassed me, they asked for this, whereas taxpayers also have rights. So through taxpayer education, we should be able to enrich taxpayers also in the rural areas, because if we are to increase this bucket of tax collection, everyone must contribute to it. The
accountants are proposing maximum tax bans on personal incomes as a mechanism of preventing over-taxation in the country, noting that the lack of a framework for the same has exposed Kenyans to increased taxation.
I know from a top-line perspective, we've used the GDP as a basis because we are saying if this informal and SME sector contributes 60% of the GDP, whereas the tax contribution of that does not match that contribution, something is definitely not right.
However, in the new proposal, MPs are pushing for the draft policy, which aims at expanding the tax base to enhance fairness and equity in the tax system, as well as embrace the international best practice in tax administration.
Can we do a study to see what would be the impact in terms of bringing in all these people who are in the informal sector? And I know with today's technology, we could get the statistics.
I like your proposal on the composition of the policy, the tax policy committee that will compromise both the national, representative of the National Treasury, Kenya Revenue Authority, and the stakeholders, so that there is a legal or an elaborate body that looks at policy even before that policy is changed to a piece of legislation.
Icpak noted that Kenya's tax system suffers numerous challenges, leading to underperformance in revenue collection, adding that the overtaxation might force individuals and firms to invest elsewhere, leading to capital flight.
The thought of creating a wealth tax, those are things, again, that remove predictability from our tax system. So when we talk about them, throw them in the air there, we are affecting our own country. And of course, we will create a wealth flight chair. And those things that we need to capture in a policy that will endear us to investors, that will make us be looked at as a better destination for wealth.
Other bodies that appeared before the committee include Deloitte and the Institute for Public Finance, among others.
Our proposal is all these levies and taxes should be netted off before the residue is subjected to appear as one as a tax.
The National Treasury had in August revealed that plans were at an advanced stage to finalize new tax policy guidelines to streamline Kenya's taxation regime and make it more predictable. In an effort to address unpredictability of tax rates, the policy formulated by the National Treasury recommends a comprehensive review of tax laws to be done after every 5 years. Philip Mrutu, K24, Nairobi.